which are the... Why do I always gotta drop some? You better pick up. Is he gonna pick up? He's not picking up. Oh! Oh, now you want to call me. Why didn't you answer the phone earlier?
Because Steve was on the phone.
Okay, and who's more important, your man or me? Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, my name is Griselda. So today I am going to be doing a review on the Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez. I got the box in PR, so thank you, Selena, for sending that over. I'm going to just take everything out because it's a huge box. Let me show it to you guys. It's big, it's heavy. Okay, so off the bat, this is the first thing that you see once you open up the PR box. It is a Rare Beauty pamphlet, which I'm assuming is going to tell you a little bit more about the brand, the message, and the products. So let's go ahead and dive in. Once you open this, it says, welcome to Rare Beauty. It takes courage to put yourself out there as a creator. It's constantly being vulnerable, and I admire that. The Rare Beauty community is full of unique voices, lives, and stories. I created Rare Beauty to break down unrealistic standards of perfection. I strongly believe that you are not meant to look like everyone else, and that's what makes you rare. Whether you enjoy putting on a full face, me, just want to play around and feel creative, or wear barely any makeup at all, this is makeup made to feel good in without hiding what makes it unique. Let's talk about what Rare Beauty is about. Rare Beauty is breaking down unrealistic standards of perfection. We will empower our community to challenge beauty norms by shaping positive conversations about self-acceptance and mental health. Mental health is a very important topic that I feel like a lot of people don't talk about because they are afraid of really getting in too deep or getting criticized for. I suffer of really bad anxiety, and that is something that I really don't talk about. I have talked about it in the past. I have anxiety right now, but I have learned to push through my anxiety and know what works best for me to help me push through that. I love the fact that she included mental health in her brand because I feel like that is a very important topic to discuss, especially in the beauty industry. We as humans naturally nitpick at everything. I have a crooked nose, my lips are not that big, I have bad skin. Like, we always have something negative to say about ourselves instead of focusing on what is beautiful about us. So I really love that about this. This is makeup made to feel good in without hiding what makes you unique, because Rare Beauty is not about being someone else, but being who you are. Our mission is to help everyone celebrate their individuality by redefining what beautiful means. We want to promote self-acceptance and give people the tools they need to feel less alone in the world, which I think is great. I'm already loving this. This is so great. So the goal for Rare Beauty is to raise 100 million over the next 10 years to help increase access to mental health services with a focus of underserved communities. Mental illness impacts everyone, and we are committed to help people feel more connected to one another and less alone in the world. I think that's really beautiful. Like I said, mental health is something that a lot of people don't talk about, and it is really important to feel connected to someone that maybe going through the same thing that you are going through. All right, so moving on to the products. We have 14 products in this PR package, which I will go through every single one of them. We are going to start off with the skin. So we have the Always an Optimist Illuminating Primer. We have the Liquid Touch Brightening Concealer and the Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation. So let me go ahead and take those out and show you guys what those look like. I looked on the other side of the page, and it also has two other face products. We have the Always an Optimist 4-in-1 Mist, and we also have the Blot Plus Glow Touch-Up Kit. Blot and Glow. That's interesting. Okay, so we are going to start off with the Always an Optimist 4-in-1 mist. It's a glow boosting mist that hydrates, primes, sets, and refreshes skin. Pretty cool packaging. Simple. It's not glass. We're going to start off by spraying ourselves with this. I think I sprayed too much. Smells pretty good. I feel like with sprays are a little hard to tell until the end of the day, because like I can't really tell what it's gonna do for my skin, to be honest, because I don't know. I just feel like sprays are very hard to tell. The mist retails for $24, which I think is a reasonable price. And then we have the Always on Optimist Illuminating Primer, a weightless universal gel primer. Okay, I love me a gel primer. Enriched with ultra-fine pearls for a light form within glow. Okay, so the only thing I have an issue with is it having a glow because I'm oily. I don't like to look oily, so we're just gonna see what it looks like. I love the fact that I love the fact that it is has a grip to it. I love my Milk Grip Primer, so if it does the same thing as that, then we shall see. It feels really smooth. The only thing with this is that I feel like if I wanted to wear this by itself, it would probably enhance my imperfections because of the inner glow, but we're gonna see what it looks like after I am done working it in. Okay, so I went ahead and I removed my hair out of my face because it was just getting on my nerves. I do love that it has the tackiness to the primer. It actually doesn't make my imperfections stand out. It does give me a nice little glow, which I'm not mad at. The primer retails for $26. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the foundation, which I don't know. This looks a little off. This is what they look like. This is the Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation. This retails for $29. So this foundation is available in 48 shades. It's supposed to give you a natural glow. If you've been watching my videos, you guys know I have combination skin and I'm pretty oily around my T-zone area and then pretty normal everywhere else. So this kind of scares me because it's supposed to give you a glow, and some glows can just look extremely oily on my skin. Another thing that I really skeptical about is how it's going to sit on top of my upper lip and my nose, because it doesn't say anything about sweat proof. So we are going to see. It says to shake before use. Oh, you can hear it. It does have like a little pearly thing. I think that's what it's called. So these are definitely way too pink for me. This is a 350C, which means I think a cool undertone. This is the 300C, and then I got sent 320W, which I'm assuming it's a warmer tone. I'm more of an olivey tone. I do have a bit of a tan, so this might not work. We'll see. We're gonna figure this out. So let's go ahead and open it. This is, ooh. This is what the applicator looks like. Before I move on to the application of the foundation, it does come with a sponge. It is a pretty interesting sponge. It has like a bunch of little holes, which trigger my phobia. I don't think I've ever talked to you guys about my phobia, but I think it's called triphobia or triple-phobia. If you are afraid of holes, do not look it up, because I just talking about it, it's making my head itch. It does have like a bunch of little holes, so it's like kind of triggering it. Not as much because the holes are not that big, but oh my god, it's starting to itch. Okay, whew. It's like one of my phobias, and it makes me I don't even know where I'm going with this anymore. But anyway, so what I wanted to say was that I'm gonna be using the sponge on one side because she also launched 2 brushes. So I'm gonna try maybe doing the foundation with the brush on the left side and then use the sponge on the right side. And the reason why I'm a little skeptical about the sponge is because of the little holes, and I don't know how it's gonna leave my skin after applying the foundation. So we're just gonna give it a try. You know what, I'm going to swatch all of them so you guys can see the colors that they sent me. So this is 300C. Guys, forgive me for my swatches because they are horrible. So this is 300C, which is way lighter than my skin tone currently, actually, and it's very, very pink. Let me scoot back. It's very pink. I'm definitely not pink at all. This is 350C. Also very pink, just like a darker pink. Oh shit. Oh damn. It's very liquidy. I don't know if you guys saw that. It just kind of dripped. So this is what happened. It dripped on the paper. It's okay, we're gonna move on. Maybe that's the reason why they said to shake it and I didn't shake those. I'm gonna shake this one. All right. Okay, let's try this one more time. I'm gonna do this one right here. Yeah, this is a lot better. It is a little bit more on the olivey side. So we're gonna try this one out. So we're gonna use 320W and see how that works. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to applying the foundation. I feel like it's gonna give me a pretty generous amount of coverage, but we shall see. All right, so let's move on to the sponge. Oh my God, this is giving me okay, I feel like this is a little too orangey for me. I don't think this is my color. I don't know how I feel about the sponge. I feel like the sponge is absorbing most of the product. I don't know. You can definitely still see a lot of my skin. This is very like model-like skin finish. I'm gonna see how much I'm able to build it if I do want to have a little bit more coverage, but I don't think the sponge may work for me. We'll see. So the Liquid Touch Multitask sponge retails for $14. It is a plush sponge with a diamond shaped tip for a precision application and customizable coverage. The Liquid Touch foundation brush retails for $28. It is a cruelty-free foundation brush packed with soft silk bristles that build, blend, and buff. So let's go ahead and give this a try. You guys know that I don't ever use a brush for my foundation, so I feel like it is applying it a lot smoother than the actual sponge. It's a little shocking for me because, you know, I love using a sponge. Let me go in with the sponge and see how that looks on the other side. The finish is like a soft velvet finish. That's what it looks like on my skin. I definitely like the application with the brush and then going in after with the sponge to kind of smooth out anything. It's not breaking through here, but I'm also not sweating, so we'll see. I feel like I want to do a light layer of it, especially on this side, because I feel like the sponge definitely absorbed most of the product. I'm just gonna stipple that on to give me a little bit more coverage. I also feel like the reason why I don't like to use a brush is because I'm pretty heavy-handed. So yeah, I feel like It is a buildable foundation. I'm not mad at it. It's just not like my go-to finish, because you guys know I love to be matte completely. So looking at the foundation, it does look like it's still wet on the skin. So I don't know if that is gonna go away, or I don't know. So I would definitely have to set this, because I wouldn't feel comfortable walking out of the house with my skin feeling wet, because I'm, you know, I do have combination skin. So I feel like I would definitely have to set it. Let's move on to the concealer. So I got sent 3 concealers. I will say that I really like the packaging. It's very cute. It's super simple, and I don't know, I just really like it. This concealer also comes in 48 shades. They went ahead and sent me the same color shades from the foundation to the concealers. So we are going to use the 320W to highlight. This is the Liquid Touch Brightening Concealer. It retails for $19. It is a moisturizing, buildable concealer that melts seamlessly into the skin for undetectable, cake-free coverage. And it also comes in 48 shades. All right, so this is what the applicator looks like. Let's bring this back a little. Let's go ahead and see what type of coverage this concealer gives me. Okay, the coverage looks like it's there. I don't mind the applicator. The color is a little off. I think it's a little too warm. I thought it would be yellow, because that's what it looks like, but it looks really warm. Let me try, yeah, a little bit of, oh yeah, this is way too pink. Oh no. I'm just gonna add a little bit here just to even it out, but that's way too pink for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the triangle part of the sponge to blend this out. I feel like the sponge works really well with product already on top, so this would probably be perfect for just your concealer. I did like how it blended everything together after I had already buffed it in with the brush. Yeah, I'm not mad at it. Okay, let me try the other brush. So we also have another brush that she launched. So she also launched the Liquid Touch Concealer Brush, which retails for $16. It is a cruelty-free concealer brush with a unique sculpted bristles and pointed tip for precision coverage. So let's go ahead and give this a try. We're gonna do this on the other side. I'm just gonna press that in. Again, I'm not used to doing my concealer with a brush, so this is very new to me. By the way, the foundation is not breaking through my sweat. I'm sweating a little bit. That's gonna be a plus for me for the foundation. I still would highly recommend to set it. Overall, I think what's really throwing me off, and I'm just being real honest, is the foundation shade and how I just look like one color. I feel like I'm so used to having the brightness in the center, and I don't see it because obviously I don't have the right shades. But overall, I feel like so far I don't mind the foundation and the concealer. I would probably not use the sponge. I didn't mind using the brush, but I'm just not used to using the brush, so I feel like that's also throwing me off a little bit. I would probably just go in with a beauty blender, to be honest. That's just me being completely honest. Okay, so before I set everything, I wanted to try the cheeks and the highlighters. If you know me, you know I do not like liquid blushes just because I just don't like them. But these are the Soft Pinch Liquid Blush. They retail for $20. They sent me 4 of them, and they have 8 shades. These are a long-lasting blush that blends and builds beautifully for a soft, healthy blush. Looking at these, I would naturally gravitate towards this color just because I love me like a little peachy moment. But I also like this right here. These I feel like are a little too pink for me, so these probably won't do. So you have 4 dewy and 4 matte. So you have Joy that is dewy. Let's go ahead and swatch this. I'm gonna do a little swatchy swatch. That's Joy, which is a dewy finish. Lucky, which is also dewy. And then you have 2 mattes, Grace and Love. So this is Grace. And then this is Love. And the award for the worst swatching goes to Griselda. Wow, these look extremely pigmented. Usually liquid blushes are not that pigmented, and this looks like it'll last you a lifetime. All right, so I'm going to actually apply that with the foundation brush, and I'm just gonna pick it up from here. I'm a little scared because it looks like it's a lot. So let's go ahead and, ooh, wow, that's really pigmented. But I really love the fact that it is a matte. Wow. Hold up, wait a minute. Ooh, damn, I think I put too much on. Okay, I think I put too much blush on. All right, let's go in with a sponge and blend that out. I am not mad at this blush, like really not mad at it. It definitely brightened up my face, and I love the fact that it's matte. Look at that. Not mad at that. I do want to try the dewy one, so I'm gonna pick up the other side of the brush and apply Joy and see how that looks. Wow, so pretty. And I don't like liquid blushes. Ooh, I think I went a little too ham on this. All right, let's go back in with this sponge. Okay, I'm starting not to be mad at this sponge. All right, I started sweating here, and I'm just pressing in the foundation, and it's not separating. Okay, Selena Gomez. I feel like I like Joy better. I'm not mad at the matte, but I do like that sheen that Joy is giving me. Love is giving me like a flat love, not giving me life. Joy is giving me life. So let's go ahead and pick up a little bit more of that. We're just gonna pop that on the other side. I love me a peachy tone for blush. They went ahead and sent me 4 liquid highlighters. These are the Positive Light Liquid Luminizers that retail for $22. These are a silky second skin liquid highlighter that creates a lasting soft luminous finish, and it's available in 8 shades. So I got 4 shades, and I'm gonna go ahead and swatch them for you. This is the Outshine. Let's go ahead and swatch that right here. Ooh, that's pretty. And then we have Mesmerize. Oh, that's pretty too. It is like a pinky undertone. And then we have Transcend, which I feel like is pretty similar to Mesmerize. Okay, and then we have Flaunt. That's so pretty. So I'm gonna do Flaunt, and I'm gonna use my finger. Ooh, that's so pretty. It really melts into the skin, which I really like. It's not separating any of the product, because usually liquid highlighters, once you apply it on the skin, it like separates the foundation and whatever you have underneath. But this one is just melting into the skin. Here it says that is a soft luminizing finish, which it definitely does give you that. It's really soft, very subtle. It's not like in your face. Could be like a really good everyday highlighter. Another one that I thought I was not going to like. Look at that, super healthy. Okay, so what I like to do, I always like to apply it with one finger and then go in with another finger to blend everything out. All right, Selena Gomez, what else you got? This is what it looks like before I set it. Like I said, I do have combination skin, oily on the T-zone and pretty normal everywhere else. And because this foundation I feel like is still not fully dry, actually it is pretty dry, but in this area I feel like I need to set, because this is the area where I usually get really oily. So I'm gonna go ahead and set that off camera. Okay, so now that my under eye is set and I set my forehead area, I feel a little bit more comfortable, and it did brighten it up right underneath the eyes. We are going to move on to the brows. I got the shade Brown Harmony / Ash Gray, and this is called the Brow Harmony Pencil, and it's plus gel It retails for $22. So this is what it looks like on one end, and then you twist it, and then you have the brow gel right on the other side. So let's go ahead and try this out. So first, I always like to start off with a spoolie. We're just gonna brush the brows, make sure that there's no product. I'm not a big fan of pencils like this just because I have really thick eyebrows, so I really just like a thin pencil, but we're gonna see how this glides on. Ooh, it's pretty dark. I feel like this is too dark for my brows. It is very pigmented. With brows, you have to be very careful with the shade that you pick, just because if you already have thick and dark eyebrows, you don't want to go in with a darker pencil because it's just gonna really give you strong features. And for me, I already have very strong features and I don't need to enhance them. So I feel like this pencil is definitely like too dark. I really love the fact that it is really gliding on super smoothly. I'm not mad at that. Like I said, I feel like this is way darker than what I normally use, but we're just gonna push through. Just gonna use it just for the purpose of this video. I feel like it is very creamy. I'm not used to such a creamy brow pencil. And done. Once I use the tip, I feel like it just gets thicker for me. I don't know. The reason why I like to use more of a thinner brow pencil is because I have thick eyebrows. I have a little bit more control. This, I feel like it's making my brows look a little thicker and less natural because I have a lot of eyebrow already, and the product just sits on my brows. I'm not a fan of that. Like I said, I do love how creamy it is, but I don't like how it's hard. I don't know how to explain it. I just feel like it's just a little too harsh for my brows, giving me like amateur eyebrows. Like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna clean up my brows and see how they look cleaned up. Okay, I cleaned it up as much as I could and I still don't like it. I was gonna try the brow gel, but I feel like the brow gel is just because it's like dark still, it'll make the eyebrows look darker. And for those that may not know, the way that you naturally want to do your brows is the darker the hair, the lighter the brow, the lighter the hair, the darker the brow. Let's go ahead and move on to the eyeliner, which I'm really excited about. This is the Perfect Strokes Matte Liquid Liner. This one retails for $19, a long-wearing waterproof liquid eyeliner formulated with ultra black pigments for the most dramatic definition every time. This is what it looks like. It goes from really thin to a thick tip, which I don't mind. So because I have really oily eyelids, I'm gonna grab some translucent powder and just apply that on my lid. I'd rather be safe than sorry. Let's go ahead and try this bad boy. Ooh, okay. This is very pigmented and it's really black. It glides on so smoothly. Ooh. Go ahead and do the other side. And usually by this time I feel like some eyeliners would have already dried down, and this one just keeps going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny. And it's really black. Alright, so I went ahead and I did a little bit of mascara, took the little clips off because we are coming to the end of the video. We are going to talk about the Lip Souffle matte lip creams, which are these right here. They went ahead and sent me 6 shades. These come in 12 shades and they are a whipped lip cream that delivers comfortable one-stroke color with a vivid velvety finish, and it's available in 12 shades. I think I really want to do like this orangey, but this Brave is calling my name. I think I might do Brave. Let's do orange. Okay, we're gonna do the orange one. This one is called, don't need glass, Inspire Inspire. Wow, it's called Inspire. This is what it looks like. If it doesn't look right, we'll take it off. Okay, off the bat, I like the pigment. And it feels really, really comfortable on the lip. It has a moussey feel to it. I love the formula. I love the pigment. I love the feel. It's still creamy. I want to go ahead and give another color a try because I really want to try Brave to see what it looks like. 'Cause I really like this, but I want to see if this can be like a cool everyday. Let's try this. All right, so let's see how this color looks. Ooh. Ooh, this is pretty. I definitely need a little bit of definition for my lips, so I'm gonna grab a lip liner. I'm really obsessed with the lip, and I feel like this can be like an everyday lip color. I love how comfortable it is and how it doesn't feel drying at all. Last but not least, we have the With Gratitude Dew Lip Balms, and these retail for $16. We have 8 shades and they went ahead and sent me 4 of them. It's a hydrating, maybe I should have put this on before I did my lips, but I feel honestly like the Lip Souffle matte lip creams are super hydrating. So I really also love that now they are making lip balms with colors, because sometimes you don't want to wear a gloss or a liquid matte, so you have options. So we have obviously one with no color, and then these are the 3 colors that they sent over. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these so you guys can see, and they're pretty pigmented. Oh my god, these swatches, Griselda, oh my god. This is Empathy. Let's work on this swatch. These are horrible. Appreciate, and then we have much better. This one is called Thankful. Oh, I love the name. But these are the 3 colors. Before I forget, she also has this. This is the Rare Beauty Blot and Glow Touch-Up Kit, and this one retails for $26. So it comes with a little sponge. So this is a blotting powder sponge, but there's no powder in here. So this is just the container of it. This is a refillable compact containing oil absorbing papers and a radiant powder infused puff for easy touch-ups on the go. Oh, no wonder. Let's try this out. Wow. Okay, Rare Beauty. It's a powder infused puff. That's why it's important to read. But it also has the oil absorbing papers, and then this is the radiant powder infused puff. With that being said, I want to give you guys my final thoughts on Rare Beauty. The first thing that I do want to say, and I know I said this in the beginning of this video, but I really love the fact that Rare Beauty is really focusing on mental health. I think that's the one thing that really stood out to me. Moving on to the products, I'm not mad at how my skin looks. I really hope I am able to get my hands on my actual shade in the foundation and the concealer, because I was a little disappointed in the way that I looked, because it's just not what I'm used to. I just looked like one tone, so I just looked really flat on the face, but we made it work. And then once I set the under eye, I really liked how it looked. I really love the highlighter and the blush. I really like how healthy and glowy my skin looks, and for those that have been following me for a really long time know that I don't like anything creamy on my face because it makes me feel really oily, but this just gives me a natural glowy finish. Like, look at all of this right here, and it just looks healthy. It doesn't even look like I'm oily. So those are the 2 things that I really liked that I didn't think I was gonna like. Also, the primer. I really like how the primer looked after I like worked it all into the skin, and it just like really melted into the skin. I really liked how glowy my skin looked. So that was another thing that I was a little skeptical about, but I ended up liking it. Moving on to my least favorite, and I think that has to be the brow pencil, because as you guys saw, I really tried, and it just, to me, it just didn't really define my eyebrows. So used to using a really thin brow pencil that it just didn't do anything for me. I do love the fact that it's really creamy and it glides on like butter, but again, I do have really thick eyebrows, so for me something like that is not gonna really work well because I feel like the product is just gonna sit on top of my hair, and that is the look that I don't like. I also really love the Lip Souffle matte lip creams. I love how comfortable they are, how super pigmented they are. You guys are definitely gonna see me use those a lot more often on my channel and on Instagram or wherever I post my makeup looks. As far as the spray, I feel like the spray, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's really hard to really tell you if I like it or not because I haven't worn it all day. I don't know what it really is doing for me. I guess it did prep my skin before. I think it's just something that I need to constantly use to see what it's gonna look like throughout the day. I really like the eyeliner that you guys saw, my reaction. I really love how it looks. What else am I missing? The lip balms, I really didn't get to try because I've completely forgot, to be honest. I wish I would have done that before I did the liquid lips. Moving on to the tools. I have like a love-hate relationship with the sponge because, again, oh my god, my head is starting to itch because of my phobia, and also I'm just so used to a different, I guess, texture of the sponge. I'm used to my beauty blender, and that just makes it the application a lot smoother. I wasn't mad at the brush, to be honest with you. I did it for the foundation and then I went in with a sponge and I did see a difference, but I usually like to just apply it with a sponge and it works perfectly fine. And with the concealer brush, the same thing. I felt like it helped really glide on the concealer and apply it very smoothly, but I also went in with a sponge to kind of like get rid of any like streaks. So to me, I feel like those are the only things that were kind of like I could live without, but everything else that I mentioned, I feel like you guys should definitely give a try. I'm very impressed, not only with the message but also a lot of the products. But aside from everything else, I really enjoyed reviewing Rare Beauty. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in my next video.